So it says here for question 67 that Rory loves chocolate. In 1 hour, he eats half of any amount of chocolate that he has. His sister Kara decides to treat him by giving him a bar of chocolate every hour. How many chocolate bars had Rory eaten at the end of the second hour, just before Kara gave him the third chocolate bar? So at the beginning of hour one, Rory is given his first chocolate. And he's given his first chocolate bar. He eats half of that, so he should only have half of it left at the end of hour one. So when 1 hour is up, he only has one half of that first chocolate bar left, and he gets a second chocolate bar. So he's eaten one half in this space. He's eaten one half. He has one half left. And then we're going to add another one half to that. Sorry, another one to that, which means he'll have 1.5 chocolate bars. What is half of 1.5? We can also write that as 1.5, right? Half of 1.5. Well, half of 150 is 75, so maybe half of 1.5 is 0.75. So from this 1.5, we're taking away 0.75. Which means at the end of hour two, he's gonna have 1.75. Sorry, he's gonna have 0.75 chocolate bars left. And this is right before he gets his third chocolate bar from his sister. Let's think how much he ate. How much did we subtract here? Here we subtracted 0.75. Here we subtracted 1/2, which we can also write as 0.5. 0.5 plus 0.75 will give us how much he ate in total. So if we add those together, we'll get 1.25, which is 1 1/4. So he's eaten 1 1/4 chocolate bars. It says here the three-dimensional shape in the diagram on the right is a cube. Thinking about what's special about a cube, we know this side plus this side, all the edges are the same, and we also know that all the faces are the same, right? So all these sides are squares. Then it asks, what is the degree measure of the angle at point B, the point formed by AB, the first diagonal, and BC? What do we know about these two diagonals? Well, we know that because the squares, right, these two squares are the same sides, that the diagonals are also the same length. So we know that this side, the first blue side and the second blue side, are all the same length. Let's look at what the third thing that would form there if we completed this triangle. Look at that. If we look down there, we'll see that that is actually also another diagonal, and we know that those are all the same. When you have 3 different sides that are all the same, this is something called an equilateral triangle. And actually, the special thing about an equilateral triangle is that not only the sides, but the angles are the same too. We know that a triangle has 180 degrees for its total angle measure. So we can do 180 divided by 3, and we'll get 60 degrees for each angle. This 69 is another one where we saw a similar problem in another test. It says the rectangular floor of a room is 4 by 6 inches wide and 8 feet 3 inches long. How many square yards of floor covering will be necessary to cover the floor of this room? So let's see here. 4 feet and 6 inches wide. Let's try and put everything into inches here. So 4 feet and 6 inches. Well, 4 times 12 will give you how many inches this is. So it looks like that's 48. And on the other hand, here you have 8 feet and 3 inches. So 8 times 12 is 96. And I'm so sorry, I should have forgot. In this first one, 48, you were not just left with 48, you have 48 plus another 6 inches, which is 54. And then here, you have 96 plus 3, which gives you 99 inches. So now we have everything in inches. And you know that the rectangular floor is 54 times 99 in length. But I wouldn't go ahead and multiply this out just yet. We know that we're going from these inches to these yards. So a square yard, if we look at the info here, is 3 feet by 3 feet. So there's 36 inches here, 3 times 12, and another 36 inches here. So at the end of finding out what 54 times 99 is, we would be dividing it by 36 times 36. This is a really good time to use that trick that we talked about with your mom, Augustia, where you're actually going to be simplifying what you have here already. You know, 54 and 36 are both divisible by 6. 54 divided by 6 is 9. 36 divided by 6 is 6. You also know that 9 and 6 are both divisible by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Then if you look over here on the other side, well, there's a couple of things I see. Firstly, I see that 36 and 99 are both divisible by 9. 99 divided by 9 is 11. 36 divided by 9 is 4. Now I don't see anything else to cancel, so let's multiply across now. You can have 33 at the top and 8 at the bottom. Our last step would be to turn this back into a mixed number because all these choices are mixed numbers. 33 divided by 8 is 4 with a remainder of 1. So choice A is the right choice for this one. And I'm going to stop the recording now and start question 70 on the next one.